It's not a bad setup. I'd rather see the head a little further behind the ball. We'd like the ball in front of the left cheek. Now, that's not a ball position issue. That's a head position issue. The head needs to be further back, a little more over the trail thigh. Now, we're going to watch the takeaway here. Not too bad, but what's happening is we're not getting the wrist hinge early enough. At this point now, we'd really like to see the wrist hinge have the club up at about that level right there. So let's continue on back. Good width, but again, because he hasn't hinged yet, it's going to make for an awkward takeaway. Not bad. Now he starts to fold his left arm. I think the early hinge would prevent that left arm from folding. Now what we want to do is we want to see his right knee drive hard towards the left knee, and it doesn't really do that. It sort of stays stationary. Our goal for this lesson this week was to when that club is about mid-thigh, or hands are about mid-thigh, that it's also parallel to the right calf muscle, or the right shin. And notice that the right shin is much more vertical, so we're not getting any drive into that right shin. We're going to move into the impact position where he's stuck and his hands are just moving past his body there rather than turning with the body. The left elbow starts to break down really early, and he's not able to get extension down the line. And once again, that's because the hips aren't rotating. We're not driving into the target side. At this point now, the right heel should be well off the ground. The right knee should be very close to the left knee, almost touching, and right on through to the finish. And right about here, we should see the club now pointing to the sky rather than still hanging on. So we're getting basically a bunt swing out of it. We're not getting any release on through to the finish. He's got a good finish. It's just a sequence of events aren't quite on the right path.